Hello friends, what an exciting day. Always exciting day when the UPS man drops something off. Just kidding. I went to Eastern Outfitters and wanted to test out a bow and got me a new toy to play with. So let's check this thing out. So this is the Bear Adapt, the hunting public bow. And this is the RTH. So it should come completely dressed out. We'll walk completely through everything as it comes out of the box. So here at the top, the first thing that we're going to get to is their quiver, their Trophy Ridge quiver. It comes with it. Looks like it's a 5-arrow quiver. Nice, simple design. Hold that, Fred. All right, the next thing we have is one of their Trophy Ridge. It's a 3-pin sight. It's a real nice. It's got some heft to it to be such a simple design. Micro adjust windage and elevation. All aluminum. I like that. Really nice. Really nice. For this to be an RTH component, I think they did a really good job on that. I've tested some other like ready to hunt packages, and you know, there's always manufacturers that skimp to save some money here and there. So that's nice to see complete aluminum housing on that site. And we got their Trophy Ridge stabilizer with their version of the quick disconnect. Really nice. The instruction books that we'll read once we get stuck. I was wrong. This is the Adapt Plus. So this is this year's version. And as you can tell, this thing comes in beautiful bottomlands. All right, stay tuned. We'll go over the specs. Beautiful bow, though. Good afternoon, friends. Today is our third installment of the Affordable Bow Series. And as you can tell, we're going to cover the Bear Adapt Plus. This is the hunting public bow. It's one of the intermediate level bows by Bear, and this can be found at your dealers only. And I got this one from Eastern Outfitters in Richlands, North Carolina. So let's go over it a little bit of the specs. All right, so this is a 32-inch, 6.5-inch brace height single cam bow, as you can tell. It has a nice little roller guard, and that is a upgrade from a lot of your intermediate beginning price point bows. It does come with a peep that I would recommend you get that changed out. I have never been a fan of those types of peeps. You got a string stop on it, as well as a quick disconnect and your Bear grip, which I have criticized in other videos. And then your single cam, which is adjustable from 24 to 31 inches. It'll produce 320 feet per second. It's adjustable from 45 to 60 pounds and 55 to 70 pounds with 80% let off. So good looking bow. We will get to shooting this thing very soon. All right, friends, as per normal, we're here for another bow review. And this is our third installment of the Affordable Series. This is the Bear Adapt Plus. It is the hunting public bow by Bear. And we're going to do our shooting portion. And we'll go through the draw and all that stuff as we're doing the shooting. So I'm going to reserve some opinions about some stuff on this bow until after I shoot. I want you to form your own opinions without my influence. One of the things I will point out about this kit that I really like, I mean, the quiver that comes with it is pretty basic stabilizer, and the bow shoots really well with it. Pretty basic string stop. But this sight, I think this for an affordable bow, entry-level price point bow, whatever you want to call it, is really neat. It's an all aluminum housing, just like the pockets are aluminum on this thing. Bear didn't really skimp too many corners on it, but the aluminum housing on this, but the third pin is a slider, and you have an indicator, a place for your decals here for your yardage markers. So I think this is that was really worth noting on this bow, that even though it's a kit bow, you know, I think the price is around $650, $700 for the entire kit. I did add my Hamskea to it and a Hamskea peep, which I think this is the 5/16 peep, and it lines up perfectly with the sight that comes with the bow. I did add some stuff to it because it didn't come with the rest, so it's not pictured completely as you'll purchase it, but it's pretty close. And as usual, we'll be shooting our Ultra arrows. These are 440 grains. This is the Central Premier. It's their 166 shaft, and we're also going to continue testing this B3 Exit Hunter's Rest. So stay tuned. We'll get some shooting done. All right, friends, we're moving on to the shooting portion of our video, and I apologize for all the scaffolding and tools and stuff. I've got multiple projects going at the same time, one of which is finishing this building, so I'll just have to shoot with it in the background. But so here we are, Bear Adapt Plus. Draw this thing. So there's a little bit of slack at the beginning of the draw cycle, and then you feel it kind of take off into it. It's got a big hump, and then it just hits the back wall. It's not bad. There's a hint of vibration, and it leaps forward a little bit. I wouldn't say leap. It just kind of falls forward a little bit. There is a bushing hole down at the bottom that you could probably put one of those side-mounted back bars on. Draw cycle's not tough at all. Holds on target really well. And I know you guys can hear that noise. We will touch on that in the review. But like I said, I wanted you guys to have I wanted you as the viewers to make up your own opinion on that. All right, let's go check out those groups. See, I've been upping my production on baits. And there's the metal to do the sealing. All right, not a bad group. Got one little flyer there. All right, let's do one more group. It's a fun little bow to shoot. Don't get it twisted. It's, you can feel the difference between the Bear Persist, which is their top level bow or their flagship, and this bow. I think a different. These Black Eagle arrows. I guess I haven't spine indexed these yet. I know the two Ultras were, but this, I don't think any of the Black Eagles got it. We'll shoot one more for giggles. Let's go check out that group. All right, let's check it out. Saw a little group. It improved if they were all the same arrows, all the same fletchings, but all right, so that was our review of the Bear Adapt Plus hunting public bow by Bear Archery. So my opinions, first off, the accessories. I'm sure you guys could hear this in the video. String has a bunch of twang to it. I'd probably recommend, go to your dealer that you get this from and get you a new string for it. Get you a quality string put on it. If you're gonna save on the bow, put some quality stuff, accessories on it. Make sure the strings are quality. Put a decent rest on it. I know Bear does have the Propel, their drop away. I do like this Trophy Ridge. I said Bear Propel. It is Trophy Ridge Propel Rest, and this Trophy Ridge sight. Now I like this sight. I think it's a pretty good quality sight. I think it misses the third axis adjustment. It does have a second axis, but I don't think it has a third axis down here. But overall, perfect sight for this Hamskea peep if it's perfectly around the housing of that on the first, and you have multiple screw holes that you can change how far out you want your sight housing, and if you want it to come up or down as a macro adjustment. So pretty solid bow, especially for the money. I want to say they're around, they're less than $700, 700 bucks or so. I'm not really sure. Get a decent little stabilizer, a great sight, and a decent quiver. You're saving a lot of money. You could still buy the strings and a decent set of arrows for this thing and still come under what you'd pay for a flagship. So, and I think if you upgrade a string, you would have a much better bow. But it's a decent bow as it is. It's a good little bow. I think if you're a 30 yards and in kind of hunting guy, man, you're not going to be disappointed by this bow. I would think my groups with this, what I just did this morning, would expand out around 40 yards. It's a good bow for the price. Now the draw, like I said, it's a little bit of slack in the front end of the draw cycle. It builds up and then it just falls into the back wall. It's not a big drop off. Not a big hump and dump, but it's pretty noticeable. And one of the neat things, you can see they have a limb stop option for this, and I do have it on. Make sure it's not crooked. But I have the limb stop option on here, and it's solid hold. It's not a lot of the criticisms of the single cams of the past was, you know, they were soft back walls. They weren't good for back tension guys. But this has a nice limb stop on it. So I like that. So it's a good draw into a solid back wall. Man, I was fighting this grip the whole time, and you know, wouldn't you know it, it's just like the Persist. It's a smooth rubber. They could really stipple that or texture it, something to make it a little bit, give it a little bit more tact when your hand's in place. Overall, the grip's not bad. I could repeat it at 20 yards, get some decent groups. So the post-shot feel, you do feel, even with it completely set up like this, you do feel a little bit of vibration, and it wants to fall forward just a little bit, but I don't think that's a big deal. You could probably use the back end of your stabilizer hole to mount a V-bar, or you could use this piece down here. I'm sure there's a couple of different options. Maybe Bear offers an option. I know Bowtech and Hoyt both offer an option. Maybe there's some non-OEMs that offer that option as well, where you could put a sidebar down at the bottom. And I think that would keep it just, I mean, when it falls forward, it's just a little bit. It's not, you know, as drastic as some of the old Matthews where they just fell forward when you turn them loose. So with that being said, post-shot experience isn't bad at all. So, I mean, overall, it's a good little bow. And I think if you're in that price point and you're like, well, I need to save some money, you know, you could go with this bow, keep the sight, put an aftermarket rest on it, put an aftermarket string on it, and you'd be set. And you'd still have money for a decent set of arrows, and you'd be ready to go. But again, it's the Bear Adapt. You can find this at your dealers only. Head down to Eastern Outfitters. Go see Ryan and Cody. They're great guys to work with, and make good recommendations to their customers on what fits the style of archery that they're wanting to get into. As I heard somebody else say one time, you can get off the bus anytime you want, but if you're not careful, there are people that will give you a ticket that you don't want to pay for. So, you know, Ryan and Cody are good guys. They're gonna fit your equipment to your demand from the sport. So if you're interested, like I said, go down, see Ryan and Cody about these Bear Adapt Pluses. They also have the Whitetail Max, which is the twin cam version of this bow. And they also carry Matthews, Hoyt, Elite, Bowtech, and I think that's it. Oh, Darton. I can't believe I forgot Darton. But go see those guys. This is a fantastic little bow, and you won't be disappointed. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and leave us suggestions on what you want to see. If there's another product you want to see reviewed, another bow you want to see reviewed, hey, let us know. They got plenty of stuff down there at Eastern Outfitters. I know they carry the Latitude stuff, so they get Latitude Method 2. They got the Latitude carbon sticks. They carry the Novix brand, and they're carrying some of the, I think the new Grit brand that falls under Tethered. They carry some Tethered stuff. So go see those guys, whether it's your archery, your mobile hunting needs. They got it all, so go see them. And if you want to see a video on any of it, I personally have hunted with the Latitude Method 2 for 2 seasons now. Last year I was running the carbon sticks. So if there's anything you want to see, let me know, and I'll get it done. Later.